Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of the Library Marketing Show. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. Today we're going to be answering a viewer question, anonymous viewer question. This person wants to know how far in advance they should post on social media about their upcoming programs. Is there a sweet spot? I think there's a way to find that out, so we're going to talk about that. Before we do, if you have not already, click the subscribe button, please. That way, when you get onto YouTube every time, you will see a notification that tells you I've posted a new video. So, to find out how far in advance you need to be posting about programs to social media, you really have to consider who your target audience is. Who is the program aimed at? Oftentimes, libraries answer this question with one word: everyone. But it isn't really. You're not really creating programs for your entire audience. You do have people in mind as you create them. So you got to think about who they are, how they interact with social media, what their typical day might look like, and what kind of planning they have to do for their lives. And that's really going to drive all of your decisions from that point forward. The next thing to consider is which platform you're going to be using. Every social media platform is different. The audience on each platform behaves in different ways, and you're going to need to remember how your available audience responds and engages with your posts already on that platform in order to figure out how far in advance you need to be telling them about your programs. And then you got to, again, think about your audience. Are they long-range planners or are they impulse planners? I think we can promote our programs for both of these types of people. A long-range planner is somebody who likes to have something on their calendar a long time in advance. So 3 to 4 weeks, maybe even more. If it's a big program, if it's a big author coming into town, they might want to put onto their schedule 2-3 months in advance. So that really plays a role. What kind of program is it, and what kind of planner will want to put this on their calendar? Those impulse planners are people who will 2 days, 1 day, 3 hours before an event decide to go to it. I think you can post to social media and get both of those people. So you're going to want to post long range, and then you're going to want to post again to catch those impulse planners. I hope that was helpful. It's a very simple strategy. I know we tend to think sometimes that these problems in library marketing require some complicated solutions, but they don't really. You just have to think about the audience and how they plan. What do you think? Go to superlibrarymarketing.com, click on the Library Marketing Show tab to leave a comment. You can make a suggestion for a future episode. You can also comment below in the video, and we do want to do kudos. You can nominate someone for kudos. Kudos today is going to the Ann Arbor Public Library. I'm going to put a link in the show description for a news article about their new audio studio, which they just opened to the public. It's got a great name. They've been using it to promote or to produce their own podcasts, and now they're opening it to the public, and they got press coverage for it. So kudos to Ann Arbor. I think these kinds of production studios are the next wave of library service. The one we had at my library in Cincinnati was very popular. You could almost hardly ever get booked in it because so many people wanted to use it for podcasts and music. So kudos to you, and something to consider for your library if you don't have a podcast studio or an audio studio. Listen, I want to make sure you subscribe to my channel. Comment if you feel so compelled to do so. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I'll see you next time.